And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is going to be a quick analysis on Cardano. We will be going over both pairs today, okay? Cardano BTC as well as Cardano USDT. But we're first going to start off with that Mango dashboard, because so far the dashboard has been responsible for giving us some amazing trades on XLM and XRP. So we got some amazing rallies on that, and if you took either one of those trades, you're easily up 50% or more. Okay, now I want to see what Cardano is telling us on the dashboard. We're currently on that 2-day time frame. Okay, so it's a relatively macro time frame. So ADABTC is currently long. Okay, this trend signal came in on November 18th, 2020, and if you took a long trade based on this, you are currently up 52.28%. Cardano BTC, this one is neutral. Okay, so this trend signal has not flipped yet, which sort of makes sense because what do we see Bitcoin doing right now? We're actually seeing Bitcoin rally, right? We're almost back up at 18.5K, 18.7K per Bitcoin. So Cardano BTC is currently in neutral zone, okay, on that 2-day time frame. This neutral signal came in on November 26th, which was about 4 days ago. And yeah, that's the information that the dashboard is giving us right now on Cardano. Now, this could switch depending on how price progresses throughout the week. Okay, so now let's get onto the charts and see what Cardano is telling us. Now, I'm currently on Cardano BTC, but I actually want to go ahead and switch on to the USDT chart, because now, as a technical analyst, I want to first figure out where is the direction of the trend? Is it up or is it down? Now, for me to get a good grasp on that, I usually want to assess that trend relative to USDT. Okay, I want to assess Cardano relative to USDT, because that essentially tells me, I'm like, is this in a bull trend or is this in a bear trend? All right, so currently I'm on Cardano USDT on that monthly time frame. Now, while we did open a brand new weekly candle today, we're also opening a brand new monthly candle tomorrow. All right, now it's not every day that we open a brand new monthly candle. This happens, well, once every month. So let's get into this, because I want to really assess price relative to its monthly horizontals. I think that's going to be a very interesting picture. Now, first going to start off with some regions of support. Now, I believe the most immediate region of support, one of the most immediate regions of support, comes in at around that 9-cent region. Okay, it's going to be a very rough estimate there. So we have one at 9 cents, and I think the most immediate one right now for Cardano is coming in at around 14 cents. Around 14 cents. Okay, and as things stand right now on the monthly time frame, at the very least, price is currently hovering well over that 14-cent region. All right, now, of course, we close this candle in about a day, and I think that if we close over 14 cents, guys, on the monthly candle, this is actually going to look very good relative to USDT. Okay, at which point I will be looking for further continuation to the upside. We may get a possible retest of that 14-cent region. All right, and then likely see continuation. Now, I want you to notice how Cardano actually respected its past horizontal very well. So yes, we had that downtrend that was set, and after that summer rally that we had, okay, but look at where it came down to. Exactly on support, and we never closed a single monthly candle underneath support. So this essentially put in a higher low for Cardano USDT on the monthly time frame. All right, now these are the first signs of a bullish trend actually being established. Okay, and this is, like I said, macro time frame. This is the monthly time frame. And in addition to this, the last time I covered Cardano, I actually brought up a pattern play on the monthly time frame to your attention. Now, that pattern play was this beautiful double bottom like formation. Okay, you can see it right here. But now, question is, have we actually met the measured move of this beautiful pattern? Right, so let's go ahead, plot the measured move in, because I want to see if we have met it. And yeah, we did. In fact, we met the measured move just this summer. And for those of you who were actually with Mango, you guys know how explosive this move was. Right, Cardano picked up a lot of traction even in the mainstream. But now, as soon as we got that bearish downtrend that settled in on those lower time frames, we got supported, okay, at that 14-cent region, and we put in a new low. a higher low. Okay, as things stand, I think Cardano is looking really good on the monthly time frame. What I'll be looking for on tomorrow's close, I'll be looking for Cardano to actually close over this 14-cent region. Okay, we managed to do that, then we may possibly see a retest of that region and then continuation to the upside. Now, if we do see continuation, okay, this is all contingent on us actually closing over 14 cents tomorrow. If we do see that, the next point of resistance for Cardano only comes in here, which is at around 23 cents. And mind you, this looks like a small range on my chart. It is not. It's going to be rather explosive. From where price is at right now, okay, to that 23-cent region, that's a good 43% to the upside. All right, and this is one thing about alts. When the altcoins start to trend, they can trend very, very hard. All right, just look at this uptrend right here on the monthly time frame. That was, what, 5 months of just relentless bull moves. 410% to the upside. Okay, so that's how alts can trend when they actually do start something. But look for signatures, look for, you know, levels of resistance actually being taken out. Now, this is Cardano USDT on the monthly time frame. I think it's looking really, really good. So that is an established bullish trend right now. Okay, that's the first thing we want to figure out. What is that macro trend? Where is it heading? It is heading up. Okay, first piece of information. Now, I'm currently on Cardano USDT on that weekly time frame. And once again, here, guys, too. So let's actually go ahead and put in a couple more horizontals that fit our weekly price action as well. So I think for the most part, the horizontals on the monthly time frame also are applicable on the weekly time frame, right? But I'm actually going to put one more point of resistance right around here. Okay, so I'm essentially looking at these candle body closes and the wicks. Okay, I'm taking that into account. And I'm actually going to change the color, perhaps. Okay, beautiful. And if you kind of have to assess price action on the weekly relative to its point of resistance, now this resistance is coming in at around 18 cents. We're currently contesting that. In fact, that's where price actually got rejected at. Now, it would have been really amazing if we actually saw a candle close over that region, okay, but we have not seen that yet. As things stand, I think that if we start on the lower time frames at the very least, if we start seeing multiple rejections on that 18-cent region, I will be looking for continuation to the downside, possibly coming back down to test this region of support once again. Okay, I'll be looking for price to put in a higher low on its weekly time frame as well. Okay, once you notice how we've had a series of higher lows even on the weekly time frame. All right, and this is one thing I actually went over on the XLM chart. I noticed that when I was doing my preliminary analysis on those macro timeframes for XLM, I noticed that it never really lost its weekly uptrend. Yes, we had that bearish sort of breakdown, right, that we saw leading into September, October, but all of those breakdowns never lost that macro trend. We managed to maintain that uptrend, and it's the same for Cardano. Notice how Cardano only put in a series of higher lows here. So we never really made a new low to really establish any sort of bearish narrative. Okay, so this is still very much an uptrend, and I think it's looking good. However, as things stand right now on the weekly time frame, I do believe that 18 cents is resistance. We may very well see a visit of 14 cents and then possibly another rally. But if 14 cents breaks for whatever reason, I think the next region that price is likely going to contest is going to be this key region here at around 10 cents, coming all the way down to the next horizontal support at around 9 cents. Okay, it's going to be an if this then that situation, but as things stand right now, I mean, Cardano USDT is trending on something much lower, perhaps the 4-hour. Let's quickly just pan on over to that. And what do you know? It's almost like the same thing. Like, it reminds me so much of XLM. It's not a bearish picture in any way, okay? But what I'm seeing here is that we had a high that was set in. Notice how we got rejected very, very swiftly off that 18-cent region. Okay, got a rejection, and now price is trying to get up there once again. However, we have not taken out that high yet. There's a good chance that we see price actually come all the way up to contest that region, that 18-cent region, if we start taking out this candle body high right here. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and mark a line there to figure out the numbers. That is sitting at around 17 cents. So in the next few 1-hour candle body closes, as well as 4-hour candle body closes, if we start settling over that 17-cent region, there's a very, very good chance that we go all the way back up to 18 cents to give it an official test once again. Okay, if we start living over 18 cents, then boom, I think we're likely going to see continuation to the upside. Okay, now this is Cardano USDT on that 4-hour time frame. But now the next thing on our agenda is going to be Cardano BTC, because what's happening right now, if you really have to kind of assess this the picture from afar, okay, so just take a step back and look at the macro sort of chart that is being laid out in front of you. Bitcoin USDT is moving up. Like, we're currently at 18,666, okay, so that's 18.6k. We are currently up 2.57% for today. All right, so you can see Bitcoin making these little, trudges to the upside, but Cardano USDT is also trudging up as we speak. Right? So now question is, if you have to really assess, where do I take my trade? Do I take it on Cardano or do I take it on Bitcoin? Am I just better off holding my Bitcoin than trading it in for Cardano? To really assess and get a good picture on that, you look at the Cardano BTC chart. Okay, so let's get on to that, because that is essentially going to tell you which cryptocurrency is going to trend harder. All right, which is the better trade to be had? Is it going to be on Cardano or is it going to be on Bitcoin? All right, now once again, we're going to follow the same drill here, get onto that monthly time frame, plot in those beautiful high-level horizontals. And remember, now when we assessed Cardano on the Mango dashboard, let's quickly get onto that 2-day time frame. That's a neutral signal. Okay, so right now it's telling you that, okay, I mean, it makes sense too, right? Because Bitcoin is trudging up. So it's neutral right now. This one came in on November 26th. That's an interesting picture. But no, back on the monthly, we close this monthly candle tomorrow as well. Okay, so that's a good... it's going to be fun to watch this close. So we're currently up against resistance. If you notice, there's resistance coming in at around that 910 sat region. Okay, currently up against resistance. I feel like if, for whatever reason, we manage to close over this region, I'm looking for a candle body close over this 910 sat region, there's a good chance that we actually see continuation to the upside. The next point of resistance for Cardano only comes in at this region right here. That's at 1300 sats. Okay, from that one point of support at 910 to 1300, that's a good 50% to the upside. Okay, it's a 50% move. So I'll be keeping a very, very close eye out on Cardano on tomorrow's monthly close, because there's a good chance that there may be a good trade opportunity there. And I also want you to notice how well Cardano really performs off of its horizontals, okay? Because as soon as we started that downtrend, okay, right after that summer rally, downtrend, and look at where we got supported on. Like, you can actually go ahead and mark out a horizontal right here. Okay, this is coming in at 907 sats, and I'm deriving that from these candle body closes and wicks that we actually maintained as resistance since August of 2019 all the way to April of 2020. I'm also going to fix my scale. I'm sorry if I'm just like getting selfish there. I'm getting too excited there. But no, this is the scale all fixed. But note, this was the resistance that I was talking about. Sorry, not 910, 627. Okay, good thing I fixed my scale there. But no, 627 was that resistance that price had been holding for months on end. This is a monthly chart, guys. These are all 1 month candles. Okay, until we actually managed to break up. But now notice how this downtrend right here, look at where we got supported on, 627 sats once again. Okay, so this was a major region, and you can see that price follows its horizontals very, very well on the Cardano BTC chart. So I believe that if we start living over that 910 sat region on tomorrow, especially on tomorrow's close, there's a good chance that we rally from there too. Next point of resistance, 1300 sats, that's a 50% move, okay? But another thing that I'm seeing on this chart now, because I'm pattern queen and because this is usually the first thing that really pops out to me, I'm noticing a cup and handle formation. All right, and this is what I'm looking at. I'm going to tell you guys exactly what it is that I'm looking at. I'm looking at this as a cup, and this right here, if we manage to rip up further, okay, this is contingent on us actually closing well on tomorrow's candle. If we start living over 910 sats, there's a good chance we come up here. And this right here, this horizontal, apologies, also is in line with the neckline of the cup and handle. All right, so now this is going to be the cup and handle. And if we see a break, the break of the cup and handle is in line with the break of that resistance point at 1300 sats. Okay, if and only if we do that. It's always if this, then that, right? So let's go ahead and plot out the measured move of this beautiful cup and handle. All right, plotted on the break. If we break, this is going to take Cardano all the way up to 2200 sats. And boom. Guys, and this all looks like very tiny ranges, eh? On my chart, it is not, okay? It is not. From just this point of resistance all the way up to that 2200 sat region, that's 71% to the upside. And I want you to notice how volatile these ranges are going to get. Okay, there's going to be a lot of volatility that kicks in as soon as price, Cardano BTC, actually starts living over these major regions of resistance. So be very, very vigilant, okay, and be very careful because there are going to be a lot of trade opportunities, and you do not want to be caught on the back foot when these trade opportunities actually come to you, because there's a good chance that you will not get a chance to get into your trades. Okay, the volatility is about to pick up on not just Cardano, but many of the other altcoins out there. When they move fast. All right, now this is all I have for you for Cardano BTC as well as Cardano USDT. The critical level on Cardano BTC for tomorrow's close that everyone should be keeping an eye out on is going to be this 910 sat region. Okay, so 910 sats on the monthly tomorrow, and as far as Cardano USDT goes, the critical region over there is 14 cents. Okay, let's just quickly pan on over to that. These are all monthly levels, okay, so 14 cents. Just closing over these levels is going to dictate where price goes from there. All right, now with this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.